Yo. Alright, so same thing, no intro. Um, Another NBA video for y'all. This time it's a Chicago Bulls video. You're gonna see a lot of these on my channel. Obviously, I'm a Bulls fan. I know the most about this team out of any other NBA team, so this is what I'm gonna be putting out the most. Um, so this off season is gonna be a big off season for the Chicago Bulls. Obviously, re-signing Zach LaVine is gonna be the biggest thing for them. I don't think he walks. Realistically, he's just out there testing the market. He's unrestricted. Any player that's unrestricted will go and test the market because it doesn't happen often for a lot of these players. Like James Harden, he's never been restricted in his career, so he's going out there to see what's out there. Obviously, I don't think there's a better situation for him, um, both money and competitive wise. Like he might be able to leave somewhere and you know get the same amount of money for the Bulls, but he won't be in a better position to win. Or he can leave somewhere in a better position to win and make less money. But he can do both for the Bulls. I expect him to come back. So this is my video of 4 sleeper targets. Assuming that we run it back with the same team, Vooch included. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the player, their stats, and I'm gonna explain why I feel like the Bulls should target them and what that player can contribute to the team. So first target is Bruce Brown. He averaged 9 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2.1 assists on 50% shooting and 40% from the three. Bruce Brown should be a target because, as you can see on the stats, he's only 6'4", but he rebounds very well for a guard. He defends very well, and he can kind of play like a small ball three because he really improved his 3-point shooting this year. Obviously, he doesn't shoot them at a high clip, but he showed in the playoffs that he can make them. I feel like he's a really like solid team player. He'll be somebody that can come off the bench, do the dirty work. There's obviously gonna be games where we're not gonna have crew, so we need somebody off the bench that can kind of fill that that defensive two-way rebounding, like just the gritty player. And he did that this playoffs for the Nets. And this clip that I'm about to show you. So this game, they really needed Bruce Brown. As you can see, he knocks down the three there in the corner to start it. He was really like the spark for this team in a way. This game, they kind of just let him be the guy to kill him, and that's what he did. And as a Bulls fan, I know you don't want to hear this right now, but kind of like what Grayson Allen did to us. We played the Bucks the first round. That's kind of what Bruce Brown was doing for the Nets this game, and he had his flashes throughout the season or throughout the series. You see, he played good defense there on Tatum. He'll go in the corner. He'll knock down threes for you. Like he's a good piece to have off the bench. And Brooklyn had him starting. So if he could find a way to acquire Bruce Brown, I think that would be, really good for us. But I'm gonna let this clip roll out a little bit, and I'll talk when needed. See somebody push the break, kick it out to the open man, knock down the three. Fighting down low, running it and catching lives. This energy guy, you know what I'm saying? Like you need guys like this on the team. They're key pieces to championship teams. You see that good pass right there, good read. Sticking with Tatum here, great defense, got a piece. Like what I'm saying? Like that's real solid right there. Coming off the P&R, strong finish. strong finish as a roll man. The 6'4" as a roll man, finishing like that. He just has like a utility role, going up, getting the board. You can play him, on multiple spots, and I feel like he'll exceed just because he plays hard. Being a roll man here, shooting a nice little touch floater, just yeah, man. You guys get the point. You guys get the point. All right. So next, target number 2, Gary Harris of the Orlando Magic. 11 points a game, 1 steal a game, 2 threes a game. Another guy similar to Bruce Brown. I really feel like in the playoffs, what the Bulls are lacking a lot were 3-point shooters around Levine and DeRozan. I just feel like, the Bucks are just able to just kind of collapse the paint when DeRozan had the ball in the mid-range area. Zach, he'll come off the screen, they can double. Those guys didn't really have anybody that can kick the ball out to. And, Vooch was really the only guy that was knocking out threes. Obviously, next year, Alonzo being healthy, he'll be a knockdown shooter, a two-way player. But this is another guy off the bench I feel like that would be needed in case, the shots aren't falling. Another 3-and-D player. He's a really, really, really good defender, an underrated defender. He doesn't really get his recognition like that because, he had like a lesser role at one point on Denver. A lesser role in Orlando. Nobody's really gonna watch Orlando games like that. So we drafted Gary Harris. Let's actually, let's give him a jersey and let's suit him up. Almost 40% 3-point shooter. This is just another guy that will be great to have off the bench. You bring him in, provide extra shooting, extra defense on the wings, and yeah, I feel like this is actually probably one of the most realistic targets for the Bulls this offseason. I feel like this guy should be top 5 on their free agent list if they plan on running it back with the same roster. So we're gonna watch a Gary Harris clip right now. All right. So this is against a team we kind of battled with, throughout the year. See, he just, sits in the corner, provides space for, whoever's trying to create. Spacing out again, good pass by Cole, hitting the corner. Another knockdown 3. We need knockdown shooters on a team filled with slashers like Levine and DeRozan. Good pass there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Gary Harris can be more than just a knockdown shooter and a wing defender. But this is just kind of his role that they have him in. And I feel like he, if he can play a role, if he can play like a role player's role on the Magic, like he'll definitely do it on a team like the Bulls that are, trying to compete for something. That's all he has to do. That's literally all he has to do right there. Just sit there, space out, and when he gets the ball, shoot that motherfucker. Good swing back to Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross is another person that I wanted on the Bulls for a while, but I don't know. Might happen one day. Could happen this offseason. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, my next free agent target. Next free agent target is Jalen Smith. He was on the Suns. They drafted him with the 10th overall pick in 2020, they kind of gave up on him really fast. They shipped him. They shipped him to Indiana. I feel like for nothing, basically. Especially with the whole like Aiden conversation they're having right now. If they decide like not to bring him back, I feel like Jalen Smith could have filled that role. That's how high I am on Jalen Smith. Tons of potential. He's showing flashes of being like a really good NBA player. Um, Super underrated. Not a lot of people will talk about him or mention him, but I watched him a lot throughout the season, and I was impressed. 9.2 points per game, 6 rebounds, and he didn't really get to play that much in Phoenix. He started a couple games, of course, with like COVID or if Aiden was hurt. But he really got to show what he had at the end of the season for Indiana. I don't know if they plan on bringing him back. I feel like they should. I don't. He's unrestricted as well, so he can go wherever he wants. And I feel like AK should be calling this dude's agent and be like, yo, like he want a chance to win. This would be the perfect big man off the bench. You guys, me personally, I'm not gonna speak for everybody. I didn't like Tristan Thompson. I'm not a fan of Tony Bradley. This is a guy right here that will fit perfectly with Ayo, Caruso, and whoever off the bench. Even if they decide to sit Vooch and bring in Jalen Smith as a big in that starting lineup, I feel like him and Lonzo will play really, really well off of each other. But yeah, I'm just gonna get into some clips for if you're not familiar with his game. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments about Jalen Smith to the Bulls, because this is somebody I really, really want on the Bulls. He's quick twitch. Look at that first step for a big man. Good pass. Like that's a quick first step for a big man. He protects the rim. Like he's agile. He's long. Like lob catcher. A lot of people don't realize he can shoot as well. But really, what impresses me, he's just super agile for a big. He's smooth. He has a smooth game. Like look, stepping into that three from deep. From deep, he stepped into that three. Roll, tough finish. That should be an N1. Just a really good player. It just seems like he's in the right spot a lot. Good finish, good hands. He held his own too against Joel Embiid when they played. Obviously, it's Embiid. He's gonna get his, but that's another thing we need. Somebody you could put on like Giannis or Joel, so we don't have to help as much. Give me that, like come on. If I see a notification this summer, look at the speed on him. If I see a notification this summer, Jalen Smith has signed to the Bulls, that's gonna be like, I would be extremely happy with that signing. Look, loud, go up and get it. He played really, really well for Indiana at the end of the year. A good finish and one. But yeah, like this, he would be at the top of my list because I just feel like we really, really, really needed front court depth last year. As well as shooters, we needed front court depth, and he covers both. And getting into the next guy I'm gonna show you, very, very, very similar, but he probably costs less than Jalen Smith will. Next guy is another guy I'm high on that a lot of people won't talk about when it comes to free agent targets. This is why this is sleeper free agent targets. I'm opening eyes to people that you wouldn't have probably thought about before. And Another target, kind of similar to Jalen Smith, is Isaiah Hartenstein. A guy that will bring energy off the bench. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're down by 20. It doesn't matter if you're up by 20. He's going to come in the game and he's going to give you energy. So, if nothing's going for the Bulls, you bring Caruso in. Obviously, he'll bring energy. You bring Hartenstein in. He'll bring energy. Like, he will make sure the team turns up. He's going to give his 110% every time he steps on the court. Anytime I watched Isaiah Hartenstein this season, he was always playing his hardest. 8.3 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.1 blocks. And he could shoot that thing. He don't get it. He's not a high volume, high usage. But he's a above average playmaker. He's an exceptional playmaker. He's a good passer. Like I said, he could shoot the ball. He could rebound. And here's the biggest thing for me. When the Clippers play the Jazz, Zubac is usually their starting center on a nightly basis. When the Clippers play the Jazz, they give Hartenstein most of the minutes because he's a legit 7 foot. He has the frame and the big body to bang down there with Rudy Gobert. That's what I really, really like. That's what kept his mind the most about Isaiah Hartenstein, because that tells me that he'll be down there in the trenches against no matter who it is. He's gonna bang with him. He's gonna defend, and he's gonna be tough. And this next clip I'm gonna show you, you're gonna see exactly what kind of player he is, based off of everything I just told you. Keep everything I told you in mind right now. Alright, so look at the score. Okay? It's bad. It's ugly, right? Hartenstein gets a dunk. Come on. Like, he's yelling at the crowd. Come on. Get involved. Get up. So he comes off now. Good pass. Look at him. Look at him with the shovel. A little ugly, no look, bro. Like, he's bringing energy, though. That's what I like. A good long frame. He gets the hand on that pass. You know what I'm saying? Look, a good touch pass to the corner. Look, he already has his hand up. He knows it's good. He already has his hand up. Look, touch pass. He threw the 3 up. He knows it's good. That's the type of teammate you need on your team. He gonna turn you up. Even if y'all down, he gonna turn you up. He gonna remind you who you are. Good tipping over Gobert. Communicating, telling him to get back, you know what I'm saying? But this is a player you want off your bench. You know what I'm saying? He can boxes out, outlet pass, he gets it out there, pushing it. You know what I'm saying? That's something I like. I like this play too. I really like this play. This is something I was interested in. I see the Clippers run that play a lot. So they kind of trust him with his passing ability. He's in the right spot. You see, he throw a little lefty floater. He said, count that bitch. We up 1 now. You know what I'm saying? Come down next possession. Same spot. Find an open spot on the court. He's not a robot. Not the lefty floater. Turn me up. Let's see what he got to say.
I was pretty excited to have him back. 34 in his first night back. But I think he's doing a lot of stuff. What makes him great is on both ends. So having his, not just his offense, but also his defense back was big for us. I'm just happy to have him back. He makes the game easier for me. And I try to make it easier for him. So having him back that's been great. He's been very supportive of everything we do. Even after games, he'll text us, text the group. He still was really involved. At games, he would still be talking to us. So just for him being a star where he is, being so involved, even when he was hurt, is a good thing for us to see, and gave us even more motivation to go out and get the wins. Even right when we were down by like 25, I looked at Team Man. We're like a weird feeling.
So you don't talk about you need that.
A lot to do with the T-Lou, what the adjustments he had.
Yeah, you need players like this. If you want to go and listen to the rest of this interview, you see the title of the video right there. But yeah, man, those are my targets that I feel like are sleepers for the Bulls, but don't count them out, as like realistic targets because they fit the minimum cap space that we'll have. We have an MLE. It's like 10 mil. Um, you know, so these are guys we could bring in. I expect the Bulls to land at least one of these, at least one target that I've put on here. Um, but we'll see how it goes. Free agency is 3 months away. Draft is next month. A lot can happen in the NBA, but if we run it back with the same team, I hope that we can get one of these guys. Um, maybe even two. We'll see. But yeah, man, I got more content coming soon. I'm gonna come out with you know, maybe a better wish list, like a higher end player wish list, maybe like trade targets or like the Mitchell Robinsons of the world. So yeah, just so tell your noties on. I'll be back with more NBA content, Bulls content, whatever, man. Like, if you wanna, kill some time on my page, you can. I'm coming out with a lot of stuff soon. So yeah.